welcome back to my channel cosmilktea. My name is Tracy and today we're here at Kitsby for another episode of Foodventures. I know it's been like 20 million years since the last one. I literally don't even remember what the last one. Yeah, it's been a while because college sucks ass and I hate it. But you know, it's fine. Yeah, we're here at the Kitsby. They opened about a week ago, like last Thursday literally, and they had a buy one get one BOGO events, but that doesn't matter because it's over now, so you're welcome for useless information. But yeah, today we're here. It's a cafe. Okay, so what I feel like they're known for, or what I know them for, are their cream puffs. Because I feel like all over their like social medias, their website, it's like you see cream puff. And it's like they have this flight of cream puffs with like 4 different flavors and it like looks so freaking good. I'm excited to try it. They also have some really cool drinks. I tried one last week when I came, but I didn't vlog it. Actually I did, but it was really bad because I'm socially inept, but I'll show you a little bit of it anyway. I hate being awkward. I feel like this is my most comfortable vlogging angle because I feel like when I put it up high, everyone stares. Why am I like this? Anyways, this is good. It's really good. And we're gonna speak a little bit with the owners. Oh yeah, and thanks to my friend Sean who introduced me to the owners. You're the best. Morgan is behind the camera. She's helping me out today. And also I have another friend coming later who's also gonna try the foods with me. Is that all I have to say? Is there anything else you should know? No, okay, we'll figure it out later. Okay, let's go. We're not professionals. Let's just go in.
Just think about it right now. Everything's okay. No matter where you find yourself, no matter what kind of stuff is going on in your life, underneath it all, everything's actually all right. You're okay. You have more power than you might be giving yourself credit for. If you have something that's going on in your life right now that's challenging, painful, it's just a reminder to take a little bit better care of yourself. Because you're worth it. You can have this feeling anytime you choose.
Okay, so now we're here. I'm with Amy. She's one of the co-owners, right?
Yeah, so welcome to Kitsby. Basically, we are an e-commerce company and we specialize in pre-packaged and pre-measured ingredients, and we send you guys kits, which are really beautiful boxes, and you can do them at home with your loved ones. And they're really unique recipes. So everything you see here in terms of dessert can be in kits.
So you started as kids, but like how did you transition into like running this actual store?
So we actually realized that we weren't getting that much exposure in terms of e-commerce, and we were trying to figure out if it was worth it to open up a store in Williamsburg where everyone around here, they're makers, they're artisan. We thought we fit in really well because we want to be that hip, cool, like dessert bar place. So Kitsby is really a playground for new and upcoming desserts. We have our pastry chefs always working on something new. We're actually launching a new menu soon. So right now, even though everything is in kits, everything else that's going to be coming in the next month or so is going to actually be plated desserts, similar to our Lady Grey.
The kids are so nice because I always want to bake, then I'm just like nervous and like, I don't really know what I'm doing. But the kids, I feel like
Yeah. So like the reason why I started this company was because when I was in college, I had like nothing near me. I didn't go to college in the city. I went to a small local college in Massachusetts, Babson, and I didn't really know how to bake anything at all. I was stuck in my dorm with nothing to do, tasty videos, tried to follow them, wasted a lot of really expensive ingredients, and then I was like, this is not the right way to do it. So why don't I create something that everyone can do?
What was that?
What made you decide to do puffs for the kids? This seems like something hard to replicate at home because I'd be really intimidated.
So the basis of Kitsby is like, you know, your average Betty Crocker. Everything's already mixed in. You're not really learning anything when it comes to baking education, but how to make a puff, like every single step, like making the crack blend, making the pastry creams. It's very educational, so you learn a little bit about everything. This is actually our most advanced kit. So I would recommend trying easier kits first if you're a complete beginner.
What would you suggest as a kit first?
It's actually our Snickerdoodle s'mores cookie. That one is an entire s'mores and then like kind of wrapped in a Snickerdoodle cookie.
Tell us about like some of these items. What are your faves?
Okay, the first one here is the Matcha Lover Set. I actually particularly sourced every single matcha from this farm in Uji, Kyoto, in Japan. And they're actually really nice. There's this guy named Hiro-san. He's like the tea farmer of that farm. And he explains like the different grades and how everything works.
I love matcha.
From lowest to highest grade of matcha. So in like the cream puff we use like in our pastry cream is actually a different matcha than on the crack blend. Over here I have the Lady Grey. What's actually interesting about this space is not everything is in kits, but then components of it are in kits. So this is actually a Earl Grey tea cake on the bottom, which you can actually make in a kit. But then on top, our chef was like, oh, we want something very exquisite, something very silky. So he decided to pair it with a mousse. And on top is like these little Earl Grey croutons. They're really good, kind of like sugar cubes, a lemon sauce, and a streusel. Our cream puff sampler set. I recommend this if you're adventurous and willing to eat 4 cream puffs. Usually people share it between 2 people, 3 people, you know. It's a lot of food, but it's great because you get a little taste of everything that we have in terms of cream puffs. Raspberry lychee rose cream puff. This one is our more experimental cream puff. It's like our seasonal one that we're gonna switch out every so often. So the coffee toffee is based on a coffee custard. We're really proudly partnered with Counterculture Coffee. We wanted to create a cream puff in kind of heritage to them. So on top is a Sichuan peppercorn pecan and a kind of like a tangy caramel brittle next to it, and then inside is a coffee custard made with the grinds. A matcha cream puff, basically the same one as we have in the Matcha Lover Set, and then we have it paired with a lemon whipped cream, which is really nice because matcha is really earthy and then lemon kind of brightens up the flavor. Cookies and cream puff. This is actually our favorite in this neighborhood. Everyone loves it because everybody loves cookies and cream, like ice cream and Oreos and things like that.
So is that one your favorite?
My favorite is probably the coffee toffee, just because I'm not a big fan of coffee, but I love the taste and the smell of it, especially when it's sweet, like a frappuccino. These are our specialty drinks. So I kind of have a background in tea, So I wanted to create drinks that are more tea-centric. This one is called our Gold Rush. On top we have like a little bit of matcha powder with sea salt, milk foam. A lot of places in New York City actually have milk foam, however they always use powders and very like artificial things. So what we have here is actually a 47% heavy cream, super luxe grade of heavy cream on top. It's very decadent, but you only get a little bit of it. So when you drink it, you have the honey oolong base, a little bit of Fairlife milk, which is a non-dairy milk. Here is our green Gypsy. We wanted to do something very refreshing and cucumbery. So the top is actually fresh cucumber juice. It's 2 ounces, so it's basically a shot. The bottom is lychee jasmine base. Our Juliet, this is like a mint sprig, as well as rose, lychee, lemonade, ginger. There's like a little kick at the end. You might like this one if you like the little thing. It's also very bubbly. It's our soda. So we're kind of doing like modern takes on classics at Kitsby.
I didn't introduce you. This is Olivia, by the way.
Hi, I'm Olivia.
Yeah, I like having a second opinion when it comes to trying food, so I invited her here. She also has a food ID. Do you want to check it out?
Yeah, check it out at
You're so loud. I'm shaking.
Gypsy. It has fresh cucumber juice, lychee, and lemon juice. Oh, and jasmine tea, sorry.
Sounds refreshing.
It is. Never tasted lychee and cucumber in the same place before. So it's very interesting. It's perfect for the summer.
Is it sour? Wait, let me try
No,
it.
it's sweet. Yes, go for it. Interesting, right?
It tastes like something I could get at like a bubble tea place. Like,
Kind of. Yeah.
vibe. But it's just like really refreshing.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at describing food. I'm like, what the fuck? I feel like you get like a bit of like a vegetable aftertaste though.
I love the cucumber.
So it smells good.
Yes. This is like really good. Usually cookies and cream is like very like overpoweringly sweet, but this isn't at all. Like this inside, it's the puffs have this little like I forgot what it's called, like this crust on the outside. It just like adds so much flavor.
It just tastes sweet to me. Yeah, it's very light. It's not like heavy, which is good. I was trying to cut with my fork.
Moment of truth for the matcha. Listen, I'm usually not a big fan of matcha, but this does it.
This does it?
Yeah.
Is the matcha strong?
Not at all. It's very, it's like a hint of matcha. I feel like I can taste the matcha powder. You know?
Oh yeah.
Like, you know how most places you go for matcha, there's like a very like artificial taste to it, but this doesn't have it at all.
Oh yeah, it's not bitter. It's like really sweet because the cream kind of overpowers it, but you get like the matcha aftertaste, I guess.
As a matcha lover, how would you rate it?
Like an 8.
Okay. As someone who doesn't like matcha, I would give this like a 9 out of 10.
Maybe my standards are just higher.
Like if I was in the area and I wanted some dessert, this would probably be my go-to.
This is the best one. This is the best one.
Okay, sorry.
Coffee taste is like, it just hits you in the face. Cause like the coffee it just like, it's there. It just smacks you right in the top.
You can really taste the bean in this one.
The bean.
Yeah.
It has like sweet and salt tea kind of vibe.
He's just so like aggressively approaching. I was like, oh.
So far, is this one your favorite?
No. So far, cookies and cream is still my favorite because that's my favorite ice cream flavor. That's a special place in my heart.
I feel I didn't really taste. I need a strong to like I want to snack me.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I get like more of a strawberry taste than lychee, but that might be because it's like mixed with
Raspberry lychee. So that's how you're getting.
Okay. It reminds me of like, you know those like strawberry cream candies? It's like half strawberry, half cream. Swirly. It reminds me of those. Orange popsicle, like orange cream popsicle. Y'all know?
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
There's like also strawberry and cream and like raspberry and cream flavored things.
I don't know.
I haven't had any of those.
I've never had this. Must be an American thing.
Okay, but it reminds me of that. The sugar cube thing that was on top.
I'm gonna just cut in.
I'm just so confused, Tracy.
I don't know what I'm tasting, that's why.
The Earl Grey cake is like heavy, and like the mousse isn't heavy either.
Other people around us are screaming. Like, why is this so But like, yeah, the mousse outside is like, it's so soft. It's not half melted, but it's like a silk ribbon type of soft. It's like, when you cut it, it like flows with your fork.
What are these movements?
The cake is like it kind of melts on your tongue.
I feel like it's soft.
Yeah, it's pretty soft. Like once it goes in my mouth, I feel it melting.
Yeah.
So which one do you prefer? So the cream puffs.
This is more decadent. And it's more interesting, like texture-wise.
Still just as sweet or no?
This is sweeter, I
This is
think.
sweeter. Yeah, go for it.
And when you bite into the raspberry, it gets sour, which I think is good. This is like one flavor profile where it's like a little bit sweet. But the raspberry.
It tastes a little bit sweeter than the cream puff to me.
I'm just stressed out.
Subtle Asian taste style.
Hi guys, it's Tracy from the future editing this video. I know I look crazy right now with my bald ass eyebrows and my retainers in, but I just felt the need to let you know that if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much sincerely for your love and support, because I honestly don't know how you did it, because I am about at my wit's end with this audio. Like, I can't, like, even editing it, I'm about to lose my mind. Like, I can't. It's so bad. I don't even know what I'm saying. So I don't even know how you made it up to this point. If you did, thank you so much. I love you. If you saw that last clip, the door is opening. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so as I was saying, I don't know if you could tell from the last clip, but the audio got really bad to the point where I could barely hear myself, because the next table next to us, no shade or anything, but they were just talking very, very loudly and basically at screaming level. So I'm just gonna kind of give up on the subtitles for now and just, well, not for now, for the rest of the video, and just do a voiceover and kind of just make it as brief as possible, because I feel like I'm torturing myself as well as torturing you by making you listen to this and read subtitles as if it's like something really important that you kind of want to read about, even though I know it's not. So, but yeah, thank you if you're still watching. Okay, so I'm gonna try my best to make this quick and like not ramble for ages. So we already went over the matcha cream puff before, so I'm just gonna skip right to the Panna Cotta. The Panna Cotta has this little raspberry on top, like a dried raspberry, which was kind of sour when you bit into it. It kind of acted as a nice counterbalance for the rest of the Panna Cotta. And if you don't know what Panna Cotta is, it's kind of like a half firm, half soft, like rich yogurt texture. The Panna Cotta itself had like this like subtle matcha sweetness to it. I don't know if you could tell, but at the bottom there's like this dark green, and that part, as opposed to being sweet, was like a straight up concentrated low sugar taste. But even though it wasn't sweet at all, it also wasn't bitter. It just tasted like really strongly of tea. Like, it didn't leave a lasting bitter sensation, but just more of like a tea scent that kind of like goes straight to your nostrils in a really, really pleasant way. Okay, this matcha brownie was life-changing. Okay, it was probably the best thing I had there, which is like honestly saying a lot, because all the things there were really, really good, but this brownie like freaking killed it. Okay, texture was perfect. It was like dense and decadent, yet soft, even though it was like so thick texture wise. Kind of imagine chocolate truffles, like that kind of richness and softness. Oh my god, it was good. It also had white chocolate chips and milk chocolate chips in it, I think.
It feels like a cloud in your mouth, which is really surprising because it doesn't look like that. Because I feel like when I look at it, I expect it to be hard. Because the top is like kind of crumbly. It melts. The inside is so creamy. Oh my gosh, it's like eating like chocolate truffles.
It was just like 10 out of 10 best brownie I've ever had, hands down. Oh my god, like it was like just that amazing. I'm at a loss for words. Like my description doesn't know justice. I just feel like you have to go there and try this one for yourself. It was that good. Okay, last but not least of the matcha set is the Ceremonial matcha shot. So as Amy mentioned earlier, the set kind of goes from lowest to highest grade of matcha, from the matcha puff being the lowest to the matcha shot being the highest grade. And I'm no matcha connoisseur, so I don't really know how grade affects taste. But I just know that like grade of matcha has to do with like the quality, the density, the fineness, how it was grown, like whether there was prolonged oxygen exposure, what kind of treatment it underwent. But the shot itself wasn't sweet whatsoever, so it was a good, nice counterbalance and palate cleanser for the rest of the sweets in the set. Okay, and then lastly are the drinks, which I don't know why we described these drinks last. Olivia described her drink in the beginning. I don't know what we were thinking. Okay, but anyway, the Gold Rush is an enigma to me, honestly, because it's one of those drinks that has a taste that's kind of familiar but also like hard to put your finger on for some reason. But it definitely gave me like salted caramel vibes because the cream on top is like salted. And I think Amy said not to mix this one, but when I first had it, I did mix it and it tasted like a milkshake, and I just really loved it when I mixed it. So I don't know, maybe just like you do you know. And it is definitely reminiscent of like cheese foam teas, but there's no cheese aroma on the top and it's like creamier and thicker. Olivia said that this is like the kind of drink that could serve as a dessert itself, and I definitely agree because it's really sweet and heavy almost, while the green Gypsy and the Juliet are like good refreshers to pair with like a dessert item because they're light, you know. I love that. And I was drinking the Juliet, and the best way to describe this one was probably like as like a lychee ginger ale. Like it wasn't overpoweringly lychee or sweet like a lychee ramune, but it definitely had like a tangy kick that I lived for. And the Juliet was my overall favorite, but the Gold Rush is definitely a drink that I would have a craving for because it's like a comfort drink because of like the heavy cream and sugar in it. Whereas the Juliet is kind of like a good pairing drink. And Olivia's favorite was the green Gypsy, but I feel like we were both kind of biased because we were just drinking those drinks the entire time, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's it.
Morgan's trying her shit.
I'm also not a huge fan of matcha, but I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, right? It's like the dessert for non-matcha. If you don't like matcha, you'll still like this dessert. It really appeals to the masses.
This is my favorite dessert of the day, probably.
It's like the Earl tea.
Yeah. No, actually, that doesn't taste like Earl tea to me.
If you ever had like Earl Grey tea flavored things, it always tastes like Fruit Loops. Like, have you had Earl Grey macarons? They literally taste like Fruit Loops. Earl Grey ice cream tastes like Fruit Loops, but that doesn't taste like Fruit Loops. I swear. I swear. That one didn't. No, I swear. I'm an expert, bitch. It tastes good though, but I feel like it doesn't taste like anything else I've had that has Earl Grey in it. But maybe it's because they actually make it taste like the tea and not sweet. Because I feel like other Earl Grey things, it's like overly sweet, so maybe that's why I get the Fruit Loops. Yeah.
That's good. It was really good.
I feel like the audio is gonna be like inaudible, and then
I'm so worried because I couldn't even hear you.
I couldn't hear myself sometimes. Shit, I'm nervous now. I want this video to be good, but like it's probably not gonna be. I be like that sometimes. Okay, so that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Make sure to follow Kitsby. Special thanks to them for letting us come in and film here. And thanks to Olivia and Morgan for joining me and helping me out. Yeah, I'll link everyone's stuff in the description below. So like make sure you follow them all. And I'll see you in the next video.
This is a good ass cookie, bro.